The day off. The day off was already off to a strange start. Blue woke Helen at 6 a.m., not with barking, but with that bulldog breathing, heavy, demanding, right next to her bed. His chest rose and fell like a miniature freight train. Helen cracked one eye open. "Blue, you know I work nights, right? I don't usually get home until 8:30. Nobody starves, nobody dies." But days off were different. The animals always knew. The dogs, Blue and Yoda, wanted her up. The cats, especially Lucky J, circled her like she was behind schedule. Helen groaned, laughed at herself, and finally gave in. Coffee on, blinds cracked, morning light spilling in. It felt good. Her phone buzzed. Rhonda was live. Helen tapped in and let her friend's Alabama drawl fill the kitchen. Rhonda carried sunshine in her voice, and Helen soaked it up like medicine. She leaned back in her chair, smiling into her coffee. "Yes," she murmured. "This day is going to be a good one." Around noon, the phone buzzed again. Work. Of course. Crisis pay. Bonus. Extra money. Please come in. Helen set the phone down like it was radioactive. She'd pulled doubles last week. She was wrung out, her bones still humming from it. "Not today. YouTube is my future," she whispered, rinsing a plate. "Not this." She vacuumed, pushed laundry through, battled the endless pet fur. By the time she was done, the house smelled like lemon cleaner instead of dog hair, and she felt lighter. That night was the highlight. Brett from New Orleans joined her channel. Rhonda moderated, weaving her southern warmth into the chat. And for one whole hour, the world didn't feel heavy. Brett's guitar hummed through her headphones, sweet, raw, southern. It felt like a porch in August, like gumbo simmering on a stove, like memories Helen hadn't touched in years. The chat flew, laughter, jokes, old stories. The hour ended too fast, like a dream interrupted. Later, Helen poured herself a whiskey on ice and flipped on the skeleton key. The voodoo lady in the laundry room caught her. Shadows on the wall, that humming chant. It sank into her chest and stayed there. Blue snored on the rug. Lucky J perched on the back of the couch like a guard. Helen sipped slow, letting the film carry her away. Her phone buzzed again. "Diane." "Helen, you had a live stream with a rock star. How did you get him on your channel?" Helen blinked. "Rock star?" She typed back. "What? Who are you talking about? It was Brett. From New Orleans. He plays guitar, yes, but..." Diane's reply came quick. "Brett was a rock star. He just doesn't expose himself anymore." Helen stared at the words, the whiskey glass frozen in her hand. She scrolled back through the replay. Brett, casual in his chair, guitar across his lap. Nothing flashy, but when he played, something in the sound carried weight. Comments flickered in the chat. "Haven't heard this in years. Sounds like the old records." She paused the stream, looked closer. For a second, just a flicker, his eyes were different. Stage eyes, fire eyes, the kind that once commanded a crowd. Lucky J hissed. Not at the shadows, not at the movie, but at the frozen frame of Brett on her laptop screen. His tail lashed, fur standing. Helen whispered the line she'd just heard from the skeleton key. "You do what you are. You are who you are." She set her glass down. Texted Diane back. "We are who we believe we are. Maybe Brett just believes he's not a rock star anymore. Maybe he just wanted to play some blues with me." But even after she hit send, the unease stayed. The movie rolled on. Cicadas buzzed outside. Her house smelled faintly of whiskey and lemon cleaner. Lucky J purred against her chest, but his eyes never left the screen. Helen leaned back, letting the day dissolve. Simple things, coffee, chores, live stream, whiskey. But she couldn't shake the thought. Maybe the South had handed her a secret, wrapped it in a guitar case, and she'd brushed it off as nothing more than a YouTube hour. The night stretched heavy, humid, like a New Orleans summer, and somewhere between Brett's guitar and the whispering chants of the Skeleton Key, Helen thought she heard something else. Low, soft, almost like a song drifting through her walls. The ghost of the blues itself.